Let me keep this simple. Most people don't actually think about legal protection until they need it, but that's really reactive and it can be expensive. But think about this. It's the same thing with income. Most people don't actually start looking for additional streams of income until they start feeling the financial pressure to do so. Listen, for the next few minutes, I'm going to show you something that's practical. I'm going to show you how families are protecting themselves affordably. And I'm going to talk about how you can build income here inside of this opportunity. But before I go any further, let me briefly introduce myself so that we're not complete strangers. My name is Daryl Drake, and I've helped protect thousands of families through this service. I've also worked alongside individuals who've turned this opportunity into strong part-time income, and a few have even been able to cross over that six-figure income range in their very first year in business. So what I'm sharing is not theory. Now let's talk about the real issue. Bad things happening to good people, and it happening all the time, right? Not because you're reckless, not because you're careless, but just because life actually happens to all of us. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you researched legal advice only to leave more confused than when you started? See, that's the real problem. It's not that people don't need legal help. It's that they don't have affordable access to it. I once heard it said that the color of justice isn't black or white, it's green. Think about the last time you had to deal with a refund dispute, contract disagreement, billing errors, employment issues, landlord conflicts, identity theft, traffic. I can go on and on. But most people either just go back and forth, they argue back and forth, they send a few emails, they ask to talk to management, or they just give up completely. Why is that? It's because hiring an attorney at $300 an hour over a $500 issue, it just doesn't make sense. But let me give you a quick example. I purchased something. I don't know if you're anything like me. The later it gets, the more I feel like I need stuff from sites online. And I had made a purchase from a company that on the site said full money back guarantee, no questions asked. But when I went to ask for a refund, they had a survey, 3 to 4 questions, and they ended up denying my refund. Now listen, if I'm being honest, it wasn't about the $900. It's not life-changing income, but it's the principle. I ordered a product. The product did not do what you said it would do. On your site, you said full money back guarantee, and I wanted to exercise my rights. So instead of arguing and going back and forth, I called my Legal Shield attorney. They reviewed everything, sent letters and phone calls. Let me just say, companies take you a lot more seriously when an attorney gets involved. Needless to say, I got my money back. No stress, no guessing, no back and forth. Imagine you saying you're going to hear from my attorney, but you actually mean it. See, that's when it clicked for me. This isn't about expecting a problem. It's about being protected when they happen. And that's what Legal Shield provides. For a small monthly membership fee, $37.95, you have access to real attorneys. But instead of unpredictable hourly fees, Legal Shield has a predictable and affordable plan. Now, you might be wondering, all right, how can a company provide access to real attorneys for less than $40 a month? That's a fair question. As a matter of fact, when I first was presented with this information, I had the very same question. And the answer is simple: collective buying power. Think about car insurance. You might pay $150 a month to insure your vehicle. If your vehicle was totaled tomorrow, knock on wood, the insurance company might pay you out $30,000 to cover that car. Now, how can they afford to do that? It's because not everyone is crashing their cars at the same time. You have millions of people paying a small monthly premium, and that pool of money allows the company to step in when someone actually needs the help. See, Legal Shield works the same way. Millions of families across the US and Canada pay a small monthly membership fee. That collective buying power allows Legal Shield to then go and negotiate lower rates with established law firms to provide access at scale. So instead of paying $300 an hour when something happens, you're protected ahead of time by a company that has been protecting families since 1972. You're talking about like 50 plus years. But here's a major problem that most people miss. Legal problems aren't the only way families get exposed. Sometimes the threat doesn't come from a contract. It can come from someone pretending to be you. Because in today's world, your identity is the currency. With your information for sale on the dark web, anyone can be you. Your social security number, your credit profile, your banking access, your birth certificate, a picture of your driver's license, and they are you. And once these things are compromised, it's very inconvenient. It impacts your credit score, your ability to finance a home, to finance a car, even your employment background checks. Your overall reputation is now affected. And that's why our members don't just stop at the legal protection, they also choose identity protection through ID Shield. And here's the difference. Most identity protection companies, they monitor, and then they just alert you when your info is compromised. And then they send you a checklist, and you're still the one calling the banks, filing the disputes. You're the one still stuck trying to fix it. See, ID Shield goes a step further. Yes, we're still going to monitor everything 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but we also work to prevent these problems from escalating. And if the worst does happen, you won't fight alone. You're assigned a licensed private investigator who's going to work to restore your identity back to pre-theft status, up to $3 million in identity protection. See, that's the difference between being notified and being protected. Legal Shield protects your rights. ID Shield protects your identity. See, these are two separate memberships because these are two different risks. But together, it's a complete household protection. Now let's shift gears for just a moment. Now you might have been sent here because you heard that there's also an opportunity here to earn some income. Yes, Legal Shield is ready to grow and they want to pay people like us to get the word out about the memberships. Let's be honest, times are changing. Every market feels overcrowded. Every product feels like another Me Too brand. And most businesses, if we're being honest, with a real infrastructure and support, it's going to require some serious startup capital. Franchise, 6 figures, 7 figures. Brick and mortar, now you're talking leases and payroll and overhead and insurances and all these other things that go into running a business. I mean, even many online businesses require heavy ad spend because it's more than likely another Me Too product competing for the same customer. But Legal Shield is an opportunity that's different. We have zero competition. Nobody offers what we offer, how we offer it. What this means for you is that you don't have to worry about competing with other companies for clients. We are in a league of our own. So how does this work? It's simple. Step 1, you become an independent associate. Step 2, you're going to take a in-person or virtual training. We want you to learn about our services and learn about our opportunity. And step 3, you use what you've learned from the training and your mentors that are in place to start helping families to get protected. And then you're going to earn commissions based on each membership that you sell. Now, everyone is going to start at the same place, associate. That's where all of us get started. You're going to earn $80 per membership. But don't get too comfortable there because you're going to start to advance through the titles, right? You're going to qualify for higher titles through production, and then your payouts will start to increase. Now, most people move through these first few titles very, very quickly. So you have like manager, you're going to earn around $132. Senior manager, $178. Director, $246. Executive director, $400. Now, there are some titles that are above this, but for the sake of this conversation, we won't need to go into that. Now, what you'll notice is that the activity doesn't change much. You'll just do more of the same activity, and the company keeps track of your sales, and then they'll start to give you pay raises based on your production. Let me give you an example. Over the next 30 days, you enroll 10 members into our membership program. You're at the $246 level. The company has now paid you $246 times 10, almost $2,500. Keep in mind that you only collected $37.95 plus another $34.95 for a total of, I don't know, $70. But the company paid you out $2,500 in commissions. Let's do the math there. If you were at an ATM and you put $10 in the ATM, and every time you put $10 in, it gave you back $100, how long would you stay at that ATM? See, look, you can choose to be paid daily, weekly, or monthly. Now, before I let you go, I have to share something with you. I'm all about having fun, and this company rewards consistent producers with incentive trips. I'm talking all expense paid destinations around the world. I'm talking Dubai, Mexico, Africa, Paris. There are no limits to where the company might send us next. As a matter of fact, on the last trip to Mexico, over 700 associates qualified for this trip. It's performance based, but it's not difficult to qualify. And it's a good time with quality people, and it's a free trip. So listen, I'm not gonna overcook your grits here. If you watch this far, it's not by accident. You're likely ready to get started. You're ready to get protected with our membership. You're ready to get paid through our opportunity. So right below this video, you're gonna see a link. Now, if you're ready for the legal protection, go ahead and choose the legal membership that fits your needs. Ready for the identity protection? Choose ID Shield. Now, most of our members choose to be fully covered, so go ahead and choose both. You won't regret it. If you're ready to build this book of business, you're going to select Business Builder. It's going to be a one-time $99. That's going to be your initial investment to start your business. In addition to that, be sure to add your membership protections. So that's $37.95 for your Legal Shield plan, $34.95 for your ID Shield plan, and a one-time $99 investment to start your business. Now, we all know most businesses have overhead and monthly reoccurring expenses, but not here. It's just $24 a month, and that's going to keep your business up and running. Now listen, after 50 years in business, we know our opportunity is powerful. You don't need to understand everything today, all right? We have training classes, we have mentors in place to help you along the way. You just need to understand enough to move forward. So if this makes sense, move now, and I'll see you on the inside.